What's up everybody? In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at this. And this is the Black Series Credit Collection Imperial Death Trooper from the Mandalorian. Check it out. What's up everybody and welcome back to Pop Empire. Happy to have you with us again. It's been a little while, but getting back in action here, and we're starting it off with this guy here again. It is the Black Series Credit Collection Imperial Death Trooper from the show The Mandalorian, of course. Awesome show. Can't wait for next season. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, this figure's fantastic. It's the last one in this set. Actually finished it. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. After we're done with the figure, we do have some other updates for you that you might want to stick around for, so stay tuned for that. But first, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this packaging.
As usual, I really appreciate the packaging of these. I like that they're based off of the old vintage card backs, and they just look really nice. It's also really cool just to get it in this size, but it looks very good. You can see our figure there, and you can see the accessories that he comes with. You also see our credit up on top. And then, of course, that amazing artwork over there on the side. And, of course, the Death Trooper, one of my favorites. For those of you out there that like to play a little Battlefront 2, this is actually one of my favorite characters to play as. And just getting a closer look at the back, it's actually a wider image of the artwork on the front. Then, of course, a description down below, just giving you the rundown of the credit collection. But let's go ahead and take this figure out and get a closer look.
And for those of you that didn't see the other credit collection videos that we made, there's actually a way here that I like to take these figures off the card, mainly because I like to display these ones on the cards because the cards are so beautiful and they just look really amazing on these. So what I like to do, just go ahead and slit that there and then just pull it straight out. And just slides out like so. And then your card is still intact like that, which is really nice. And then afterwards, all you have to do is just slide it back in. There's kind of some tricks to that, but I will link down below a couple of the other videos where I show you how to put it back in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put this one back in yet, I'm not really sure, but we'll see. And here is our Imperial Death Trooper. This guy's awesome. Really love this coloring on these. Of course, up here at the head, he's got like the orange paint there, as well as the purple on that side to give it like the shadow. So yeah, really awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the articulation. Got the head here, which is insanely stiff, but it's all right. It still moves around, swivels, rocks up and down. You got the shoulder, fairly stiff. However, it actually moves pretty smoothly at the same time. Got the elbow, pops and locks into place, which is good. Of course, the hand, which actually goes in and out like so. Also twists a little. Moving on down to that hip. Pretty decent movement. You can lock it into place even more. You can push it even further. That locks in pretty nicely. And then down at the knee, you got that double joint, which is fantastic. You can do many different things with that. And then of course the foot, you got the rock back and forth, which another very stiff joint here. But let's look at some of these details. I love how the eyes are actually green on this version of the figure. I think that looks fantastic. Makes them look a little more menacing. And actually what's cool about this figure is the figure itself is not just straight black. It kind of has a gray feel to it. Really gives him kind of a dusty, like dirty feel, like he's been out in the desert battling. I think that's really cool. You got all kinds of different textures going on there. His neck and like the different clothing that he'd be wearing under his armor. And just looking, there's so many different little notches and little details going on in here. I don't even know how to explain a lot of them. They're really fantastic. Got a lot going on over here on this arm. And then one thing I failed to point out is his torso actually has a nice twist there, as well as down below here. Actually, at least it looks like the waist down here down below would turn, but really doesn't. And it looks like you could just pop it off, so we're not gonna do that. But it does turn really nicely here at the torso. It actually is very smooth. And he's got all kinds of bags and stuff going on down here. It looks like we have a little bit of a loop here, likely for one of his weapons, which we'll take a look at momentarily. And then here's the back of the figure, all of his components there. So yeah, all in all, I'd say this is a pretty awesome figure. If you're collecting the Mandalorian or Star Wars figures in general, I think this is one you're gonna wanna pick up. This guy's pretty awesome.
And just getting a closer look at his weapons, we will start off with this smaller blaster right here. This would probably be something that he would just hold on his side, maybe around the waist on one of those holsters. It's a good amount of detail in there. However, it's all just one color, which is like this silver grayish color. But overall, it's very nice. And then checking out this blaster, I would say this is more like a blaster rifle. I believe this is more of like his main go-to weapon that he would use. As I said before, I play a lot of Battlefront 2, and this is actually the main weapon that he uses. But what's really cool about this is it has a little bit more paint going on. There's a good amount of detail, but you have that red on the tip, and then there's that red area there in the center. It's a really cool weapon.
And then last but not least, we do have the credit that comes with this figure. Of course, this Imperial credit that's down here on the bottom actually spells out ROWE in Arabic. So if any of you happen to know what that stands for, leave it down in the comments. Would love to know. But yeah, this one's a little bit different color. Obviously, all of them, all 5 figures have a little bit different color to the credit, which I think is a nice touch. This one's a little more kind of a brownish gold, coppery kind of feel. I guess more coppery, that makes more sense. Another awesome piece. But let's go ahead and let's check out the blasters and you know, how they can holster up on the figure. And then there's his kind of smaller blaster there in what I guess is a holster. I mean, it's just this little like loop thing. It almost seems like one of these should have like a hook on it or something. I don't know, like I guess it could go like this and you would like reach across. The way that it kind of angles up like that, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's bent that way. I'm not sure. It looks like the mold is actually just bent up like that. So it almost seems like it would go in this way and then he would just reach across his body and get it. Not really sure. If any of you happen to know better, again, leave that down in the comments. It's just a weird kind of interesting little holster type of deal going on there. I don't know. So yeah, all in all, this last piece of the puzzle as far as the Black Series credit collection, of course from the Mandalorian, the last piece of the puzzle is finally in place. Got the whole set now. These things are fantastic. Really happy to have these to display. I love the card backs. I love the figures and the way that they're painted to look like the credits from the TV show. These things are really awesome. So now to get into some of those updates that we promised you at the beginning. First and foremost, we have Wrecker from the Bad Batch. He's coming to the Hasbro Black Series. Another excellent piece for your Black Series collection. Of course, there's other figures from the Bad Batch coming out, so it'll be awesome to group those together. And of course, the show, it will begin streaming on Disney Plus on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. That'll be awesome. Look forward to that. And also announced in the Black Series helmet line is going to be a first order Stormtrooper helmet. You can actually pre-order it right now over on Amazon, and it has a release date of September 1st. So go over and get your pre-orders in. And then last but not least, wanted to point out to you guys, Target's actually doing something right now that's called Target Con. So head on over to target.com and check it out. There's an insane number of Funko Pops. And it's a Funko event that's going on at Target, so it's all just like pop figures and things like that. But one thing I noticed in that list of pop figures, there are these awesome Star Wars ones that are modeled after the concept art of characters like Darth Vader and R2-D2. There's also a crazy, creepy looking Yoda. So pretty awesome. You can actually order those right now over on Target. I don't know if they're a pre-order or just a straight up order. Either way, I would definitely maybe go jump on those because those are pretty awesome. Watch a video that YouTube suggests for you, click that video over there to the left. Watch our last video, it's gonna be that one to the right. We'd also love it if you would subscribe, and to do that, click that link up above our heads. That'd be fantastic. We'll see you all in the next video. Peace, everybody.
See ya.